Do you know the difference between demographics and psychographics, and how psychographics can unlock success in game design? Today, I'm going to show you how a psychographic segmentation tool called VALs can help you understand your customers and find product market fit. As you probably know, demographics refers to someone's objective traits or characteristics, like age, gender, ethnicity, marital status, income, education, and employment. These are all things that might show up on a population-wide survey. Now, psychographics is much less known and understood. This refers to someone's psychological traits and attributes, things like personality, opinions, attitudes, interests, values, and lifestyle. I first learned about psychographics working in gaming. Many of the most successful games cut across demographic lines and can best be understood psychographically. Take Candy Crush, for instance. Like many casual games, people from 8 to 80 across all walks of life enjoy and play that game. So it's tough to describe the audience demographically in any meaningful way. But if you take a psychographic approach, the picture gets clearer. The people who play Candy Crush enjoy lightweight, engaging escapism. They like to get into a flow state while solving visually attractive puzzles in 5 and 10 minute chunks of time, often while on the go. So Candy Crush and games like it fit right into the lifestyle of someone who's looking for engaging and non-demanding entertainment in small chunks of time that fit in between other things they're doing in their life. In the last few months, over 250 million people enjoy playing Candy Crush monthly. That's a lot of people, but it's not everybody. You and I, we might like different kinds of games, and we might have different hobbies. What motivates you might not be what motivates me. Now, understanding this basic reality is incredibly powerful if you're building products for humans. And that's why the VALs model is so valuable. VALs is a psychographic segmentation tool developed at SRI that divides people into 3 main motivational paths. Thinkers are motivated by strongly held philosophical ideals and beliefs. Achievers are motivated by status, accolades, and external rewards. Experiencers are motivated by self-expression and the joy of creation. Additionally, the VALs model includes 8 subtypes or roles, organized along these paths and adding the dimension of resources and skills. And I want to note that this entire model is built on top of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which is one of the best established and most widely cited models for understanding human motivation. At the bottom of the VALs chart are survivors or strugglers, people that don't have a lot of resources or education or skills. Their prime motivation is to meet their safety and security needs, which is similar to what's going on at the bottom of the Maslow's pyramid. Up at the top are the innovators or actualizers, the people that have success and self-esteem and resources. Innovators are driven both by their principles and by responding to their surroundings. They're often leaders in their field, having risen up through one of those 3 other core paths. This subtype corresponds to Maslow's concept of self-actualization, which can only happen when all the lower level needs have been met. And then in between, the other 6 roles are aligned along those 3 motivational paths, with 2 each, largely differentiated by their access to resources. The makers and experiencers are motivated by creativity and self-expression. Believers and thinkers are motivated by ideals and strongly held beliefs. And strivers and achievers are motivated by status and accolades. When I work with startups, I often pull out the VALs model to help us understand any disconnects we find between what we assume customers want and what we find out they actually want through testing and interviews. But most of the people that run startup teams are achievers. They're motivated by achievement and status and rewards. But when we connect with our customers and test out the core appeal of the product, we often find out that our customers are on a different motivational path. And the assumptions we might make from our own experience as startup founders might not be right. Take my crypto grassroots fundraising client, for instance, who thought that customers might be motivated by putting NFTs in their profile pictures, as the team was. But through our interviews and testing, we found out that our target customers were largely thinkers, motivated by ideals and transparency and a feedback loop to know where their donations were going. So my client redesigned the experience around this key insight. Now, take another team I worked with recently, a crypto education team focused on teaching Web3 programming to people in emerging economies. When we tested the product with our core target audience, we discovered they were really on the maker-experiencer path. They cared most about getting an effective education and upskilling, not so much about the rewards and status. And that insight helped us shape and focus V1 of the product. There's real power as an entrepreneur if you can understand what motivates your customers. And guess what? It all starts with understanding yourself and what motivates you. That's the first step toward avoiding projection, keeping an open mind, and finding out what truly motivates your customers.